You know, the Kimono Girls do a much better job at, like, selecting cities to battle in, where the music is much more beautiful. Team Rocket, on the other hand, does a whole bunch of really nonsense. They pick a town that has really too boppy music, despite being a whole city that's about curiosity and exploring, walking around and whatnot, and the music doesn't really fit all that theme, and yet this is just perfect for the Kimono Girls. Team Rocket, you should learn a lesson from the Kimono Girls about the music. Hey there guys, my name is Blake, also known as The Nerd, and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon SoulSilver. Last time, we entered the Dragon's Den to obtain a Tritini with extreme speed and prove ourselves worthy of the 8th badge and the right to the Pokemon League. So in this episode, we were told by Professor Elm, who we visited in the last episode alongside Joey, that we need to come here in order to settle things, well not really settle things, but to do business with the Kimono Girls, here in the dance theater. Let's go ahead and do that in this episode. How is this possible? How can I lose to mere Kimono Girls? I forgot you were in here. You were watching me, Blake. Yeah, that's right. I never thought defeating 5 Kimono Girls would be so hard. I've gotten beaten to a pulp. Bro, that's because you don't even train your Pokemon properly. You got a freaking Haunter. Of course you're going to get pummeled. You must have come here for some reason, right? Don't get cocky just because you defeated Tsumaga. He said the C word. These Kimono Girls are insanely strong. Go ahead, see if you can defeat them. But I'm not going back. I don't want to see you win. Jeez, push me away and then run away. Good gosh. Some rival you are. But anyways, just by coming up here, we now have all 5 of the Kimono Girls we've encountered on our journey. Welcome. My name is Zuki. I met you previously in Violet City. In order to bring back Lugia, and or Hollow, depending on your version, we need someone with the right bond with Pokemon. We asked Mr. Pokemon to give this mystery egg to whoever showed true potential. The egg was eventually handed from Mr. Pokemon to Professor Elm and then to you. However, being pure alone will not be sufficient to face the power of this Pokemon. I must test you. Are you ready? Yes. Even though I really should switch Pokemon. I will test closely. You've bonded to see how closely you've bonded with your Pokemon. They have their own unique animation intro, and we got Kimono Girl Zuki, whose Pokemon is actually the same as mine, so this is interesting. Umbreon, level 38 with the Synchronized ability, with Dark Pulse, Confuse Ray, Shadow Ball, and Last Resort. Unfortunately, I'm slower than it. I really should have prepared. I actually should have went for some other one. I should have brought the Quick Claw instead, knowing this one would probably be faster than I was. But, oh well. At least anything makes amends. I could stay in here because it only has Dark Pulse and Shadow Ball, but I know if I stay in, I'm probably going to have the worst time. So my best bet is to go into Afterburner and get off of Silver Wind. Ooh, good prediction. Dark Pulse. It's not going to be Stab. Well, it is going to be Stab, but hopefully it doesn't... That's a decent chunk. That's okay, though. I got Choice Spec Silver Wind. It should knock you out immediately. No problem. And and Gold had it. Oh. Okay, yeah. I can see why. I forgot the special defense is just as good. If not worse. So, in between rounds, you can't heal as far as I know, so... This is an all-or-nothing battle. You fight with the Pokemon you have and see if they survive. What? I got the boost as soon as I'm about to faint! Gosh dang, what is with all this luck when they're about to faint? The boost when they're about to faint. They get paralyzed when they're about to faint. What is this? I don't have any Pokemon left. No kidding. That was just random luck. And so the next one is... Naoko, I think. You're quite strong. You helped me in the Ilex Forest. My name is Naoko. I'm the one that's not good at directions. My eyes witnessed you defeating Team Rocket when Kurt was in trouble at the Slowpoke Well. Allow me to challenge you and your Pokemon. Alrighty, so we're actually going backwards to return to the evolutions. The ones in the Johto Pokedex, minus Leafeon and Glaceon. They didn't want to make 2 more Kimono Girls, apparently. She has an Espeon, level 38, synchronized for the ability, so... don't use paralysis or poison or burn because you'll get synchronized back. Confusion and sleep, however, you're totally fine. With Psychic, Swift, Psych Up, and Last Resort, so already much better than the Umbreon. At least I don't have to worry about being confused. And actually, I think Umbreon would be the best bet for this entire battle scheme, since it's mostly one Pokemon, and Sephiroth does need the experience overall, so I'm pretty content with just keeping in Sephiroth. You lived that? How? That stab! Plus, the attack is doubled. What? Dang, that is one really well-trained Espeon. If it's managed to live for payback. Man, these Kimono Girls are really full of surprises, aren't they? So that's 2 out of 5 done. Next up is the one on the right. Come forward. You are quite the trainer. I remember you chasing off that Team Rocket grunt from right here. I must thank you for that. Although I am actually a trainer myself. Then why didn't you use your Pokemon? I get why you were kind of scared of whatnot and he was just showing up. He really needed to get off the stage, but come on. If your Pokemon could have done work. She knows that she who knows speaks most least. I am Miki, the Kimono Girl. Hey, if you change your I to you, you'd be a famous Vocaloid or electronic artist. Just saying. Anyways, we have Miki Mouse. Or if your last name is Mouse, it could be Mickey Mouse. Although it really... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking about it before it gets out of hand. She has a Flareon, level 38. Flash Fire for the ability, with Fire Blast, Quick Attack, Will-O-Wisp, and Last Resort. I'm scared about that Will-O-Wisp, to be completely honest. I know it will burn something, but I'm hoping faster so I can get up the... Yes! Okay, that's what I want. And it doesn't matter to me if it burns me, because honestly, well, even though I would like to use it, I feel like if I have different strategies around these Pokemon, it should be fine, unless you hit yourself. Oh, you just went for the Fire Blast! Oh, I see you, you sneaky sneak. But then again, I do have Headbutt with King's Rock, so it has chances of flinching and or hurting itself in confusion, so either way, I'm fine. Oh, there's a Will-O-Wisp. Alrighty, well, sadly, it didn't last that long. So in cases like this, it's a good idea to have, or at least buy some, I'd recommend buying some full heals and hyper potions and stuff like that before coming in here, because if you don't, it could be a journey. I will say that much. It can be a journey. And for everything for Fire Blast, this is before Flareon had Flare Blitz and was able to get Flame Charge into 5th generation. Yeah, Flareon was still back on it. It's terrible evolution. Don't use space. Oh gosh. Wow. Even though its special attack wasn't that great, and I'm like 2 levels below, that Fire Blast hurt a lot. For sure. Okay, so that should be out of the way. And interesting enough, all these have Last Resort, so should the battles go on for much longer, they do have that as an option. Though they probably won't use it if you're able to knock them out within those turns. If you don't, Last Resort will be their only moves before struggle, just a fair warning. So have a go start just in case that happens. Next up is you.
Excellent fighting spirit. You got me off the ice by pushing me from the back. I'm the one who skates on sandals. I am Sayo, the Kimono Girl. I was assisting in the Dragon's Den when you passed the test at the Elder. Allow me to challenge you a new Pokemon.
Hey, if your last name was Naira, I'd be saying, Sayonara! Okay, that was even funnier than the first one. Miki knows Naira. I got jokes are funny! Anyways, this Jolteon that she has is level 38, Volt Absorb for the ability, which why would you use electric type moves unless you accidentally clicked on one, with Thunderbolt, Double Team, Thunder Wave, and Last Resort. Easily Oberon's battle. I could actually heal. Okay, nope. Oh gosh, Double Team. Why? Why does it have to be Double Team? Why does it have to be Double Team? Alright. Here comes the let's see if we can hit the target thing. At least the good news is it won't be as annoying as it won't be as annoying as Primeape, if that's the case, but I am hoping it hits. Looks like it's not gonna happen because 3 double teams is worse than 1. Watch it miss. Yep. I could honestly just poison it. It's also a good idea to have moves like actually Swift could work, so I could switch over to Voltkin, if anything, and just get off a couple Swifts because I know that can never miss. Poison? Nope. Well, I guess we're doing this then. We're gonna go over to the Vulcan and we're gonna Swift the living heck out of it. Since it doesn't have any really threatening moves for Vulcan, the Thunderbolt could be bad from it. but I do have Swift, so luckily I did come prepared for this, though slightly. So let's go ahead and Swift. You got a Thunderbolt, that's fine. I don't think I'll live it that much, but we'll see. Yikes. That's doing a lot. Swift is... oh boy. This might be the one that gives you the most trouble, I'm not gonna lie. This is going to be interesting, because I'm in a state where I either can heal and risk for one special defense drop, or I can try to poison it in hopes that it gets poisoned. But even still, that's a gamble. Good thing I'm probably going to dedicate this entire episode to just this alone, because holy crap. Okay, it goes for... It went for Last Resort. Right off the... What? Hasn't used up any of its moves. Actually, you know what? That would be a bad idea. It's gonna... Oh, never mind. It actually hit the dig. I wasn't expecting it to hit the dig right off the bat. I was all like, okay, well, maybe, in case it misses, I'll just stall out since it can't really do anything against ground types for it to use Struggle. But it did hit, the dig, so I'm impressed by that. Good job, Oberon. You actually got through all those double teams. You found the right Pokemon. Congratulations. And finally, we have you.
I'm the last one. You were so dependable at the Goldenrod Tunnel. I'm the one who twirls even underground. I am Cooney, the Kimono Girl. I looked at you in wonder when you thought of Team Rocket's mission to take over the radio tower. You must show your strength to me now. Allow me to challenge you and your Pokemon.
I mean, good luck with that. Because our final Pokemon is the last evolution in the very first of the Pokemon series. Vaporeon with Water Absorb, which again, why would you use Water-type moves unless you accidentally clicked a Water-type attack? In which case, they'd probably get some health out of that. With Surf, Quick Attack, Aurora Beam, and Last Resort, so it has some options to cover some of the Pokemon that is weak to, but I'm not all too worried. Okay, it's gonna go for Surf, but luckily, should I Volt Tackle? I think Vaporeon's actually, well, okay. That's a no. We're gonna Thunder Wave you. I was gonna go for Volt Tackle, but then I saw that, and I'm like, you know what? Nope. We're not gonna let that happen. Okay, you're paralyzed. Do I risk it? Do I risk it? No. I'm gonna Thunderbolt, hope you get a paralysis, and then go for the Volt Tackle, because I'm scared I'm gonna knock myself out if I do that. Alright, get paralyzed? Yes! Okay. State Volt Tackle it is. Surprisingly enough, I didn't need to use that in the 8th gym. It seems to be like a tradition every time just to knock out the final Pokemon with Volt Tackle, but that surprisingly wasn't the case for the 8th badge. And did I do Volt Tackle for the 7th? I think I did Volt Tackle for the 7th, so at least in the format of Reynolds' important battles, it's always used Volt Tackle. Apparently not for this one. Interesting.
Oh, you are wonderful.
And that's the last bit of money that we'll ever get. And that takes care of all the Kimono Girls.
We were not wrong about you. You are indeed worthy of this. Please take it.
And we get the Tidal Bell, which allows us to summon the Pokemon down in Whirl Islands. And a quick Earthquake.
Big sisters, I just saw the big shadow of a Pokemon in the Whirl Islands waters. Could it be?
Blake, we'll be at the Whirl Islands. See you there.
Well, interesting fact. If you were playing Pokemon Heart Gold, you didn't have to go through flying or walking around to the nearest city. Joey, I just battled you! Hey, oh yeah, Wild Kakuna never failed. Oh well, just freaking... I was describing something and then you did that. And then you did that. Of course you did. If you're playing Heart Gold, you didn't have to move all that much. All you had to do was go behind the house, up to this building, right up here. But unfortunately in SoulSilver, that comes a little bit later. But instead, you have to go around, get some slaves. But specifically that I mean Whirlpool, although I could just teach it to... I was about to say, I could teach it to Fractail in exchange for either Aquatail or Avalanche. But I probably would need those moves anyways for that specific reason, so I'm not going to do that. However, by the case, we would need to get rid of one of these Pokemon. I think it would just depend. I think honestly, the best bet is just depositing Afterburner and then taking out, like, Pidgey and then, like, Poliwhirl once later on, so I'll do that real quickly. And then I'll meet you guys over once we have the Pokemon that we need. Or I could just stroll around. I'd rather fly, it's a little bit quicker anyways. So I'm going to bring my Pidgey along. And once again, if you're playing Hard Gold, be very lucky you don't have to do this. You just have to go behind. You can have your full team. You don't need to change your Pokemon. But the downside of playing SoulSilver, and you have no flying type Pokemon, and or Pokemon Whirlpool, gotta change your Pokemon. So, I did not want to go into Safari, so I wanted to fly to Signwood City. Well then, off we go. What are you doing? Like, you won, didn't you? Your face tell me you did. Is he the guy that was supposed to be in the... Oh! That explains why he wasn't in the gym. Interesting. The more you know. Alrighty, so after doing that, I got rid of the Pidgey, exchanged it for the Poliwhirl that has Whirlpool, and I'm going to spray as many repels as possible. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and head over and explore a little bit of the Whirl Islands. Why not? We already fought the Kimono Girls, and we might as well do a little bit more this episode and try to see what happens around here. So, if I recall, I can't remember which island you have to be on specifically, but I do know it's one of these islands. I'm going to bet it's either this one that requires Whirlpool, or I might be thinking of something else. We'll see, though. Whirl Islands, to me, is just one of those places I faintly remember, but not well enough. I'm going to assume it's this island here, though. Either that or I think they all connect. If not, at least I can talk about some of the Pokemon you can get in here. And we need Flash. Fantastic. Or I can kind of navigate through here. It's not that badly lit. Hopefully. But there are some wild Pokemon here. As per usual, you have your Zubats. Looks like I can't go over here. I don't have a Flash TM, do I? I do not, of course. It'll be a little bit easier if I have Flash. But once I get a could navigate and see... Yeah, I'm not risking it. Again, you people in Pokemon Heart Gold, be lucky you don't have to do this stuff. You just gotta go right behind. I need way more than Surf. Oh well, at least I'll pick up this item. Escape rope. Be right back. To make matters short, I realized I actually watched a video to find out that you don't need to go to Signwood City in order for you to go to where Lugia is. You need to go straight from Olivine City and straight down here. In the process, I have lost all of my Super Repels, so I had to buy a ton more of Max Repels this time around. Come on! I'm getting sick and tired of these trainers! Come on! Or pretty close to level 40. Oh my gosh. Well, definitely the others are gonna need some training now. Really?!
I just want to leave. I just want to leave. I just want to get to the other side. I just want to end up this episode. I just want to do this, please. It's going to be an hour of me just walking around. Please. Please.
Okay, here's the worst part. Reynolds is now level 40. 2 levels ahead of even Typhlosion. All because I get lost in this area. Let me tell you something about Whirl Islands while I'm here. Whirl Islands is probably the most confusing area, at least for me, in all of Pokemon. In all of Pokemon. There's 4 cavern areas you can enter. One of them leads you to the place you need to go, and I had to do research on this. The other ones get you in an endless loop of confusion, in my personal opinion. That is probably one of the weakest and worst flawed... That, to me, is a major flaw with the Whirl Islands. And one of the things Actually, it's one of the few things I don't like about the second generation and Heart Gold SoulSilver is the Whirl Islands. I really wish it would have structured it a bit differently to where it's not as confusing, to me at least. You might have better experiences with the Whirl Islands and whatnot, but no. No, 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 you're not fighting me. You're not fighting me. Okay, so, Luckily, I did take care of these trainers that you're supposed to go over here during one of the montages, or during the time I had off. I also have a lot of recording stuff done, but I'm just over it at that point. I was just over it. I was just like plain, simply zip done with it. You need to head over to this island specifically that's closest to Olivine, which is why I recommend now flying over to Olivine instead of flying over to Signwood. If you fly over to Signwood, it's going to be a little bit harder to get through. Actually, it's not going to be harder. It's going to take a little bit longer to get through. But if you go through Olivine and you try to avoid trainers, if you don't want to have any fights, you will easily get into this area right here. You also will need Flash, because without it, it might be a bit too hard to traverse. And what you want to do is, do not go to these ladders here. I've made the mistake. Jump over these rocks and head straight down here. There are a couple Ultra Balls you can get, so I have, in total, let me show you guys how many Pokeballs I have. 10 Heal Balls, 5 Net Balls, 1 Premier Ball, a Master Ball I'm not going to be using, 10 Dust Balls, 35 Ultra Balls, 10 Great Balls, 5 Quick Balls, and 100 Pokeballs. I am more than prepared for this Lugia, and I hope it's well worth every single time, every single of this stupidly cringeworthy and stupid cave. Again, not a big fan of this cave at all, but I'm a fan of some of this Pokemon it has, aside from Zubat. I think it also has Seal, so this is the only place you can get Seal in case you're looking for a Seal and you don't already have a Water-type Pokemon. As a Water-type Pokemon, it's decent. Not as great as, say, Gyarados or any other Water-type Pokemon, but if you want to be unique, it's actually not a bad option. Plus, evolves to Water-Ice Pokemon, which, not as good as a Lapras, but decent enough. Don't go down on this ledge, whatever you do, because you will have to come back around. Head all the way down here, where there is no Flash needed. Get yourself a Max Revive over here for all of your hard work, or at least for me. But once again, be freaking lucky you don't even need. Oh wait, how do I get those items? Do I need another? I don't know. I think you have. Yes, Silver Wing. Get me out of here. You have found it. Please, go ahead. Thank you, kind sir. I will gladly get out of your way. Now, if you were to come in here and I believe hitting up those ladders, oh, you get yourself a TM here, or an item. Rare candy. Something tells me I might need it for later on, so I might as well hold on to it. But you get a nice view of the waterfall, at least. So, me can read down here. Hopefully, well, if the Max Repel wears off, can you surf around here? Oh, you can, but it's not really necessary unless you want some Pokemon. Well, at least the good news is, I'm here. Sorry it took so long, but if it was hard gold, it would be way different.
That's right. This is where we welcome Lugia. When we dance, we practice many days becomes one with the sound of the tidal bell we entrusted you with. Then Lugia shall come out from deep within the waterfall basin once again.
Ah, yes, this lovely bell right here. The one that kind of looks like a... I don't know what it's supposed to be. And just like Jaws, he emerges out of the water.
That is indeed Lugia, the guardian of the islands from the ancient times. So many have tried again and again, only to fail. Blake, your heart in complete harmony with the tidal bell has finally allowed it to appear. Blake, don't you see? Lugia must have been waiting for someone like you all this time. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I can agree with it next time since, getting here is such a pain. I'm sorry, Lugia, but you could have picked a better spot, to be honest. Next time, though, we're going to take on Lugia. I'm going to go ahead and save. And join me next time in which we do so. Also, make sure you check out the playlist down in the description below, the eye in the top right corner, or the upcoming end slate for any episodes you might have missed. Or want to see again. With all that being said, though, my name is Blake, also known as the Nerd, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Actually, I'll save right in front of it so that it's a little bit nicer. So, until we meet again, do remember to take care, and even this doesn't stop my hatred for Whirl Islands, just saying, it's just a terrible place.